I just watched the first Mission Impossible, and I can't believe that I missed out on this. Everything from the action, suspense, and plot, it all had me on the edge of my seat. The first Mission Impossible film stands out for its plot and wonderful use of tension. The movie introduces us to Ethan Hunt, and we follow his journey as he is a secret agent framed for a crime that he didn't commit, this being the deaths of his entire Impossible Mission Force team. They went out in the worst way possible, from one of the guys getting impaled by spikes from underneath an elevator as he was on his way up towards them. A girl, I believe her name was Hannah, she ended up getting exploded in a car, and Sarah ended up getting stabbed alongside the guy they were meant to keep their eyes on. Keep in mind, they're all undercover agents, so how could they have fumbled the bag so hard here? Well, either they weren't that good, which wasn't the case here, or they were set up and ambushed. Now, the only way that could happen is if there was a mole in the group. Ethan, distressed as expected, is now on a hunt for the traitor who got his whole team killed, and on a chase for the knock list, which contains all the real names of all the undercover agents under the CIA, which I would imagine the general public or their enemies wouldn't be too happy to know about it. Now, would they? Side tangent, but the way that entire Langley heist was shot was perfection. Everything from Ethan being slowly descended into the vault to the smallest piece of sweat, a change in temperature, weight, or even a rat being all kinds of factors which could very well change the trajectory of the operation. De Palma, the director, did a bang-up job of utilizing all this to build up tension and suspension. I remembered at a certain point there was no other sound beside what was going on right in front of me, and that also aided in getting me immersed into this scene, which is arguably the most iconic one in this entire film. When it's eventually revealed that Jim was the mole all along, my heart dropped. This is made apparent when Ethan opens up the Bible, and at the front it has a stamp from the Drake Hotel. This is when it clicks for both him and the audience that Jim mentioned something early on about being relocated there. Then this is solidified even more when Ethan is found by Jim at London. They proceed to catch up, as friends do. However, both Ethan and us have this ugly feeling that we can't shake off, and we eventually start to see the scenes from early on in this movie when the mission is going horribly wrong. But unlike the first time around, we're shown slightly different perspectives of Jim when these happen, and boy, does it make me sick to my stomach. He may have had his reasons, but I ain't buying them. He did his own team dirty in the worst way. Undercover or not, they deserved more respect than this. Claire wasn't as bad, but she was still slimy for agreeing to go along with Jim and his plan. Jim killed Ethan's teammates, had his missus seduce him, lie straight to his face once they were reunited, and have the CIA on his head, and even arrest his parents, all because he wanted out from this life. You're no good scumbag. Why I ought to give this guy a 1-2 combo. As you can tell, I clearly got a little too invested watching this movie. This was a good watch, and I'm glad that I finally got around to it. Thank you guys for watching, and this is Black Sugar Lovin', out.